Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi Amanda.
What's up, Aim? How you doing, girl?
I'm okay. I'm with you in Chicago as people are hearing this.
As people are hearing this, we are in the Windy City.
And we're getting ready for our backdoor friend meetup.
We are tonight. If you are hearing this on April 1st, come and you're in Chicago and can get to Chicago by this evening. Come see us. I don't know your life. Maybe you can get to Chicago by this evening.
Yeah. We're real excited. Looking forward.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm not excited about?
What?
Rob the Knob.
Amy.
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy. I hate him.
I hate him too.
So Todd was watching the promo because he didn't realize I'd already watched the whole episode. So he's watching in the promo. I'm in our bathroom, so the door's closed, but I can still hear him cackling and going, "Oh my God, honey, you've got to see this. You got to see what Rob's doing." I'm like, "I know. I saw the whole episode." He's like, "Oh my God, she threw a shoe at him." I'm like, yeah. And the casualness with which whore just comes out of his mouth
several times
tells me this is something he says to women often.
A lot.
Yeah. Like a lot.
Speaking of showing your ass, Love and Light Debbie, Julian's mother,
Miss Debbie, yes.
Debbie, real gross posting as well. So I'm done with her.
Yeah, trying to sell her, subscription channel on Instagram by also calling Jasmine a whore and basically saying she's, harvesting the American dollar.
Yeah, I love how no one is holding Gino accountable
for anything. Right.
Yeah, Gino did nothing wrong. There was no sex tourism. There was no transactional sugar baby stuff. Nothing. Apparently, Gino just, met Jasmine in a natural way and fell in love with her and treated her like gold. And she just turned on him.
What you gonna do, man?
Jesus Christ. Like, we
Fucking
haven't been
assholes.
watching the entire time. Like, we don't know your backstory.
Right. Stop it. Stop it. Both of you are bad.
Yeah.
Both of you are bad. I like Jasmine when she's being a girl's girl with her friends.
Yeah. Jasmine, I hate much less than Gino.
Yes, I do too.
And I don't hate Jasmine.
No,
I admit that she can be a problem.
she can be a big problem.
Yeah,
and these two don't belong together. They hate each other. So let's just be.
You know what it is? I don't feel like Jasmine is mean.
No, she's
like,
not.
Jasmine can come at you if she is attacked. She will come at you. She will come at you if she's defending someone else. But she's just not a mean person.
She's not going to put out the post that Debbie put out.
No.
Calling someone else a skank.
No.
Because that's essentially what Debbie was doing.
Yeah.
Without using that word.
Yeah. It's
skank.
Gross.
Do the kids say skank anymore?
I used to love saying skank.
Skank was a big one back in the day. Such a skank.
Yeah. Well, we went through this period in middle school where we tried to own these words, so we would call ourselves like sluts and skanks. Like, we were progressive and ahead of our time.
Sure.
In Northeast Pennsylvania in 7th grade.
Sure.
But yeah, Debbie's just, it's not a good look.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good look. What are you doing, girl?
Yeah. Speaking of things to call people, I don't know if you saw, so if folks aren't aware, we did a special episode of adolescence. Yeah. And one of the backdoor friends who's from England or Scotland talked about the use of the word nonce, because we were like, what is that? And apparently that's like the worst thing you can call somebody. It has nothing to do with anything, but like, you can throw the see you next Tuesday word at somebody and it's not nearly as bad as calling someone a nonce. Like, that's as bad as it gets.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's interesting.
All right. Well, that makes sense.
Things you learn.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we don't know that.
No, we don't. Also, guys, we are going to record Yellow Jackets right after this. That was quite the episode.
I have so many thoughts. It's going to be a good one.
I have thoughts both positive and rage-filled.
Okay.
About the writing.
Can't wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Any
Yeah, let's
other updates? Just a reminder that the Real Talk episode that we do, which is just us chit chatting
Mhm.
every week,
Mhm.
is now at the $12 tier.
Right.
So
Right.
you can we've combined that $15 and $12 tiers into a $12 tier.
Mhm.
Save $3, downgrade your membership, get on that $12 tier. That's where you'll get everything. And this week we did our favorite songs and it was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. That's
Mm-hmm.
great. Is it a buy 5, save 5 situation?
Buy five, save five.
Buy
Yeah.
5, save 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did have you seen the nonsense coming out of Paul lately?
No.
Oh. S Supposedly somebody came upon him having taken too many of his some medication of some sort and is posting as if he is Paul, but these people are so fucked up, Amy.
This is why Reality Roundup needs to come back.
I know, we need to come back to this because we have a lot of these people are acting a fool, and we need to be talking about it. We're getting back there post
Because even though we're
podcast movement.
seeing uh shows play out on our screens,
Yeah.
the whole show happening on social media
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
we need
yeah.
to cover.
Yeah, we'll get
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with this is Last Resort, season 2, episode 18, The Tell All Part 1
Of 5.
of 5. Of
Let us
5.
know.
5 of 5.
Let's
5 of 5.
let's 5 and 5. Lest we never forget 5.
5. So the men's rights club shows up.
Mhm.
They're Rob and Josh are together and
Thank
Rob tells
God.
the camera, "Josh and I are bros now."
Oh, good. Thank God.
Okay. Brandon and Julia show up. They got long matching coats on. They're walking in hand. They look good.
They're
They
fine.
look like they're fine. Stacy.
Amy.
I have a whole now I will save you this because I have a whole thing on looks
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Okay. But I will say that Florian has to heft
Has
her
to
shirt
hoist
up
her breasts.
over her nipples. Heft?
And
No.
I love she's
Hoist.
like,
You're right.
yeah,
Hoist.
hoist. I love that she's just like, fix this. And he's like, oh, okay. And like,
Yeah.
this is clearly something that gets done often in their
This
home.
is something that we've seen him do this on Last Resort, like the lymphatic drainage. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he does things for her. He puts
He
on her shoes, he pulls her shoes off. So,
Well, she can't. She's gonna weeble wobble with those breasts right
I
over, so he
know.
has to put her shoes
I
on for
know.
her. She can only bend over so far before
She's on the
physics
ground.
takes over and
Mhm.
just knocks her
Mhm.
down.
Florian tells the camera, since I left Last Resort with Stacy, everything kind of same, you know. Okay.
Okay, is that good? That bad? I don't know.
Okay, now I have a question for you because Ari shows up. She has a huge suitcase, as did Stacy,
Yes.
as did everybody.
Yes,
Why are they bringing luggage to the tell-all? Do they
They
just
always
bring
do.
like
Outfits.
okay, but
I
they're
think there's
not.
multiple
That's not a
outfits in there.
hotel they're staying in.
No, that's some like warehouse in Chelsea. No, I
Okay,
think, or
that's
the
what I thought.
meatpacking district or some shit. No, I think they have makeup and hair and shoes and outfits in there.
Okay, all right. So the bros all meet up, and Josh says when he and Florian got out, or when he and Florian
They
go out,
got out of the pokey.
when they
What are we
got
in
out
Love
of
After
the
Lockup now?
prison that was therapy.
The prison
When-
that was the Omni Resort in Scottsdale.
Apparently, Josh and Florian hang out.
I'm not okay with that.
And Stacy calls Josh and is like, "You better watch him. He better not escape." I don't know what's going on there.
I'm not okay with that. I don't
Yeah.
enjoy that part.
Florian says, "Oh," he starts to get wound up. "Oh,
Mhm.
Stacy, go on about flirting. I know flirting. Why you flirting? Shut the fuck up. I'm not flirting." And Josh is like, "Florian, maybe work on your soft approach because you're very direct. So why not say to her like, look, you're my queen. I'm not flirting. You are everything to me." Josh is basically teaching Florian how to gaslight Stacy in real time.
Yeah, but it's
You're not seeing me flirting.
no,
I love you. This is not what it is.
no. What your eyes are showing you is not
Mhm.
not real.
Mhm.
It's fine. Go over to Yellow Jackets, then you'll see some shit that's not real.
Natalie's coming in. She's thinking she's going to get an apology. Why
Nope.
did you do this to me? And I wrote, did Natalie have a little bit of work done? Because her face looks real different.
Yeah, I think she had work done. I think we've had a fair bit of work done. I mean, well, we know that Sophie got new tits.
Yes.
She says that.
Yes.
And it's obvious.
Yes. It's obvious. Yeah.
It's quite obvious, yeah.
Yeah, but Natalie, she better not go the Darcy and Stacey route.
No, I don't. Oh God. Well, she can't afford that.
I don't want that for her.
I don't want that life for her.
Rob knows everyone is going to come for him. And Natalie's like, "Don't worry, I will have your back."
Ew. Bad
Gross.
take, Natalie. Wrong
Gross.
person.
Uh, Benny comes in and they're like, "How's your son? How's your son, Benny?" And he's like, "Good, good, good." And they're like, "How's Ari?" And he's like, who? Who?" Like, he looked like they just, like, I don't know, asked him, "How's Nancy from accounting?" He's like, "What?
Huh? Who's
What?" Then in a
Nancy from
confessional, he calls them all two-faced assholes.
So this is gonna
Okay.
go well.
All right. Now let's talk about the looks, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So Natalie has on a sequins black dress that is
Mhm.
up to her hoo-ha.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she has I have the perfect screenshot. Let me see if I still have it here. I sent it to Mary Payne. Do I still have it here? I don't. It's a perfect screenshot of her standing next to Brandon, and Brandon's like, "What is going on?" I'll have to find it. And Brandon looks like her son standing next to her,
Sure.
like a little
'Cause he
boy in his sailor outfit.
he's so tiny next to everybody.
So, it has like a tutu. It's a weird choice.
Yeah.
It's something my daughter would wear to the semi.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Stacy has like an evening gown on.
Yeah.
It's kind of gold. It's got a lot of
It's
what
gold
would
and
you
black.
call
It's
that
like a
on the
lame
front?
situation of some
Yes.
sort, and
It's
it is barely holding the girls in.
barely over her nipples. Like,
Uh-huh.
ugh.
To be fair, I have to imagine it's hard for these girls to get clothes now that fit their bodies because they're
That's true.
so out of proportion.
That's true. I did say it's nice. She looks nice.
Oh, yeah, she looks
Yeah.
Stacey always looks nice. It's just not necessarily what I would choose.
Now I wrote this before Sophie revealed that she had a breast
Mhm.
implant situation. I wrote, Sophie's wearing an amazing red dress and wow, her breasts are really out there. Julia wearing like a cute blue dress. Nothing
Julia's
to
always
write
cute.
home about. Ari has on I thought Ari looked really good. She wore a yellow floor length dress. Yellow looks good on her.
It does look good on her. She's got enough of that yellow undertone that it
Mhm.
works.
Guys, can
As
you believe I'm actually talking about looks here?
Ari looks like she just came right out of Boogie Nights.
Yes, with the feathered
With
hair.
the feathered
Yes.
hair, it's a
Yes.
very
Yes.
70s porn star look, and
Mhm.
I'm not saying she's, like, porn starred up, but it's like that big hair
Mhm.
of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Amanda,
It's a Charlie's Angels
we're having a
situation.
fashion corner.
I know, look at us.
How do you feel about this?
I mean, I'm in my, Amazon pajama pants and my old navy sweatshirt, but, it's fine.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So, Jasmine comes in later. She wears a very tight fitting, ruffled, kind of lavender
Yeah, periwinkle
dress.
blue.
Yeah, periwinkle's a better
Ooh, oh,
description. Yeah.
no. You know what color it is? It's cornflower blue.
Okay. My Graham was a big fan of, since she was a seamstress her whole life, she was always very specific on color.
Sure.
So everything was like lavender or orchid. She couldn't just say purple.
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it. Yeah, it was very cornflower blue.
So Brandon has white pants on and a blue shirt and sneakers. Like, he's fine. A button down. He's
Yeah.
fine. Rob is wearing a satin purple suit and he has his George Michael cross earring in one ear.
Yeah.
He looks
Like
so
a
much like
tool.
George Michael from the 90s.
I mean, he doesn't, but okay.
With the one earring? Come
With
on, you know
okay,
what I'm talking about.
It's a throwback for sure. I would not say he looks like George Michael.
He wishes he did.
He wishes he did. First of all, he's not nearly as cute as George Michael. Second of all, he's an entirely different race than George Michael.
Mhm.
Third of all, he's not nearly as cool as
But
George
he's got
Michael.
the George Michael
He's
hair.
got the hair.
He's got the earring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's trying to evoke that, but it's not
yeah,
successful.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Benny is in his best gold Michael Jackson outfit. I don't know how else to describe this thing.
Benny looks like he just rolled right in from Vegas doing some
Benny-
sort of like cocktail lounge show.
Benny was an extra in the Bad video,
Mm,
and he's here now.
I see.
Josh has on a green velvet suit. It's very dark green. I thought it was
Mhm.
black for a minute. He looks fine.
It's fine.
Gino has on a gray blazer suit coat with pink shirt with a pink shirt under. Gino's always dressed like my dad from the 90s on Easter Sunday.
I like that it's specifically your dad from the 90s only on Easter Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. So the start of the tell all, they seat everybody separately this time. Men
Mhm.
over here, women over here.
Well, I think that makes sense. So we can't immediately tell who's still together, who's not, what's going
It's
on.
true. Natalie, so Sean comes out. Sean looks flawless, of course. I mean, stack her up to a 10-year, go back to a tell-all from 10 years ago. She doesn't look very different.
No,
It's
because the
amazing.
woman doesn't age. She's over 60 years old. She
She
is
and John
stunning.
Stamos back there drinking the blood of small children.
And Jennifer
I don't know what's
Aniston.
happening.
Something's happening that
Yeah.
they don't age. Also, again, remember, woman of God is now going to have to deal with this nonsense.
Also, Paul Rudd drinking the blood of small
Also,
children.
yes, he also does not age.
So she's like, we're going to start by going around, getting a temperature check from everyone. Natalie and Josh, we learned they have not been talking and they parted, as Natalie says, ugly and bad. Okay. Gino, Jasmine's not here yet.
Oh.
He says, I do not have good news, Sean. I usually have good news for you, but we are broken up.
Thank God.
Uh-huh.
Thank fucking God.
Stacy and Florian, not a shock. Stacy says, things were good, but now we're back in our old patterns. Brandon and Julia, he says, it was a little rocky when we got home, but it's good now. Ari and Benny, we learned they have not done any of the paperwork, but Benny makes it very clear that when we said we're donesies, that was when the clock started on my new life.
Right.
I'm not waiting for paperwork.
No.
I'm being very clear here.
Right. This is a clear break. We were done. We weren't even on a break. We were done. So all the other women that I fucked, I'm not cheating. And I actually agree. I don't think you need the paperwork.
I don't either.
To be
If
done.
your marriage is over, it's over.
It's over. And I don't, people get all weird about like, oh, you're cheating if you're still married. No, you're not.
But
you're
I
done.
think he's responding to an unseen argument that he and Ari have been having for the past 6 months.
Oh, I'm sure. Where she's like, you're fucking other bitches. And he's like, we're broken up.
And I guarantee 100% she's holding it over his head and not starting the paperwork.
And I'm guaranteeing he sees Avi next to never.
100%.
It's a shame.
Rob and Sophie, after their resort, they didn't speak. Then out of nowhere, a few months later, they started banging. Girl, what are you doing?
Get the fuck away from this guy. He's not good for you.
Now, in a real weird move, and I don't know why this happened, Josh chimes in and says, oh, yeah, Natalie and I have been banging as well. Numerous times. What?
You have a girlfriend.
And she says, it was pity sex. Okay.
For who? For him or for you? I think for you.
I know. It's so weird. What is this flex? I don't get this.
Why do either of these women want to be with these guys? They're terrible.
Now, Amanda, Jasmine comes in. She's making a big dramatic entrance. Do we think, because I wrote, people seem genuinely surprised that she's pregnant.
I think people were genuinely surprised.
Yeah, because she didn't put it on social media.
Nope.
So, okay. Gino does not look surprised. He's sitting there with stank face on, which is the greatest screenshot of all time. He's just like that Muppet guy.
Yeah, he always looks
the Eagle Muppet.
He looks like a mix of that and a mix of Beaker because his head is oval
he kind of
versus round. And he gets to like,
He kind of looks like Bert from Bert and Ernie too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Bert like pissed, like when Bert gets
Bert's
menacing.
always pissed off.
Well, yeah, but like even next level, like,
When I was little, I used to think that Jenny reminded me of Bert.
I can see it. They have a similar
vibe.
Je ne sais quoi.
So Sean is like, wow, okay. So you're pregnant. And
I know
she's
we're not supposed to like assume people are pregnant, but
she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
Sean asks her when she's due, and she prefers not to share when she is due because of superstition in her family. Okay,
whatever.
We'll take that at face value.
Well,
not digging.
To
not
the
digging
best of
too
our
deep
knowledge,
into
she
that.
still hasn't had the baby.
Right. I have clarification on timeline.
Oh, okay. Well, we know when this was filmed, but I don't know how pregnant she was.
So let me see. I just shared it in.
This was filmed end of January.
But she says on that post when I think she says she's in her 3rd trimester now.
Okay.
So she's due soon.
She's got to be due soon because she was real pregnant 2.5 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
my goodness.
Okay. So we ask who the father of the baby is, and she says Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, wow, is anyone surprised by that? And everyone's like, not really. And Gino goes, me? I'm surprised. That was real good.
everyone else is like, this is exactly how I thought this would turn out. And Gino's like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know this could happen.
Gino says, this hurts because she didn't want a baby with me, but she went and had one with another man. Now, I'm going to call out this logical fallacy right now.
Okay.
He is doing the straw man argument. He is committing every fallacy you can, because he is leaving out some crucial information.
Mhm.
Yes, he wanted a baby with Jasmine, but he refused to have sex with her.
Yeah.
So how did he think she was going to create the baby?
This was like my second marriage. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
No, you need to put a P in a V, or at least get the S in the V.
But you see
somehow.
what he's doing here.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't want to have a baby with me, and now she has one with this guy, and that's hurtful. Yeah, dude, because you alienated her, isolated her, and drove her away.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't actually bang your wife.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Rob, I was right.
Fuck off.
Jasmine says, I couldn't care less what you say. And they get into it. And he calls her a cheating wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Right. Could be worse. And it will be worse.
She hits the little baby button inside of him when she says, you're a fucking clown.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, you're a pregnant whore.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the casualness with which he just throws out whore.
Yeah.
Is really problematic.
Yeah, it's real bad. So she jumps up, she throws a shoe at him.
Good
Benny
for you,
has
girl.
to rush and break it up.
I don't advocate violence, but I'm here for this.
Well, the funny part is Benny's trying to break it up, and then security has to come in. Mm-hmm. She calls him a pathetic loser.
Good.
She says, you have pictures online sticking a butt plug up your ass, and you call me a whore. Okay. This is not, I don't like this.
This is not dignified.
No.
Because I expect dignified from these two on a 90-Day Fiancé Tell All.
She's screaming about Rob selling himself on gay porn sites, and she has pictures to prove it.
It's not a good look.
They have to take Rob away. So this is real bad.
We're 10 minutes in, and all hell has broken loose.
I mean, if Rob was putting pictures of himself on gay porn sites, that's Rob's business, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
So I don't think that was a good comeback for her.
No.
What she should have been saying is shit like, you're an abusive asshole. We all heard how you talked to Sophie. You're a manipulator. You're a fucking ass. You know what I mean? That's what she should have been saying.
Yeah.
Let's focus on what we see.
Right.
So, although she does make the point online, and I do agree with her, that he's calling her a whore, but he was literally selling sexy pics of himself.
Which is actual sex work.
Yeah.
She just fucked around with her gym buddy.
Yeah.
Not great, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. So Jasmine says, look, I'm not an angel. Obviously, this happened. And she's pointing to her stomach. Backstage, Gino thanks Rob for his unwavering support.
Oh, God.
Thank you for your unwavering support.
Oh, God.
Jasmine cries, oh! And Sophie says, Rob knows how to press buttons. Gino backstage now, and I have a little screenshot of this that I will send to you, Amanda. Let me see if I can send it over real quick to you. This is going to be a famous photograph someday. It's the meeting of the Men's Rights Club.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Jasmine is a user. Jasmine, a manipulative hoe, and Jasmine is
And who's in the picture?
Florian, Rob, and Gino.
Yeah. And then I couldn't get a good screen grab of when Josh shows up, but he shows up shortly after.
Oh, good. Thank God we have everybody
by that
involved.
point, they're done with the hoe stuff. So,
well, what are you going to do?
So,
I like that. I do like the fact that the subtitle spells hoe, HOE. Like the gardening tool.
Yeah. So they come back, and now Rob is calling her hooker. He's like, hey, Natalie. He goes, hey, Natalie, you're looking for a hooker? There's one right there.
Oh, my God.
It's bad.
Why is he so angry? Because he's so triggered by her.
There's just something about berating a pregnant woman like this.
Just really
that
next
just
level.
In real bad taste.
It is. It's gross.
Stacy says, guys, she's pregnant. Let's relax. Because Jasmine's getting real worked up.
She is.
And Stacy's right. Like, she's got to calm down.
Be doing this.
Rob, so she throws her shoe at him again. and he takes the shoe and he's trying to bash it off the stairs backstage. Then Big Boy goes out and throws it across the street. Oh, you're such a big, strong boy,
You're
Rob.
so brave.
Mhm.
You're so brave.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Rob explains backstage that he had a friend who he posted the gay porn stuff with because that friend had a very large following and most of his followers were homosexuals. So he wanted to, get some of that audience, I guess.
Who cares, Rob?
So basically what you're saying is that you're selling yourself for you're selling
For
yourself to get some
followers.
kind of reward, which is followers in this case.
Yeah.
Gee, that sounds like what you're calling Jasmine.
Mhm.
Okay.
That sounds like you're doing transactional sex work, which, to be fair, is fine. I don't care.
Right. But don't call other people out on
Don't
it.
malign other people
Yes.
for it, particularly when it's not what they've done anyway.
He says, I'm not interested in that.
Okay.
They scream again. Rob thanks Gino for his support. They're thanking each other for their support. Security is now standing 2 feet away behind Jasmine. And Sean, woman of God, has to say, guys, can we stop throwing things at each other? Can we not use language that crosses the line? Because we're going to have to ask you to leave the stage.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the first time Sean has had to admonish people.
Yeah,
for
I've
their
never
behavior.
seen it before. I've never seen it.
She usually ignores people's bad behavior, but this is so bad she actually had to go all like mom on them.
And we've had like 6 tell-alls with Angela.
Right. She's never done this to Angela.
No. Wow. It's... Brandon and Julia are the focus of this tell-all, of this episode.
Yes.
So Julia says, our relationship is getting better, but we're not perfect. When you're where are you, Sean says, in the visa process with your parents? And she says, we're moving it along.
Good.
I'm actually going to Serbia to help with the visa process.
Okay.
Brandon says, I'm willing to help, but I feel like she's not really including me. She's kind of doing this on her own. And then she says she agreed to the second opinion, but Brandon says she's kind of putting that off, he feels like, in his opinion. Okay, Florian says, Brandon, you grew up here in the United States. You say happy wife, happy life. And Brandon is like, I try in every way to give her everything, but there are a few things I want. I want a baby.
Oh, okay.
Now Ron and Betty come in. Could you imagine having to interrupt your cruise for this bullshit? They're always on a cruise.
Well, they're always on a cruise. It's probably a swingers cruise. But no, these two people are so fame hungry and they love being on this show so much. They're happy to do it. And they're like 3 sheets to the wind on margaritas.
Yeah, they do look like they're having a real good time.
I don't particularly care for these people.
I don't either.
But I think they have a real nice life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they ask Betty and Ron about Julia dancing on the bar. And Ron is like, she needs to apologize to Brandon.
For what?
Rob says, she was pushing the limits. You're married. You have to have limits. Okay.
Online cheating.
Josh says, it's okay. I never thought I'd say this. Mark this day down.
Okay. March 30th, 2025.
I have a feeling Josh is going to have the best takes of this tell-all.
Josh is one of those that's, again, like Jasmine, is decent at other people's lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Josh says, dude, she's just having fun. It's okay for her to have fun.
Yeah. She wasn't fucking anybody else. She wasn't cheating on you. She was just dancing.
And for some reason, this turns into Rob attacking Sophie over whether or not he saw her vagina when she was dancing.
Oh, God.
Okay. Ron and Betty are dying laughing over this fight over Julia's panties because what's happening is Sophie tried to come to Julia's defense and say, you didn't see her vagina. She had nude panties on. And so there's this whole thing.
Now
and Ron and Betty are like dying laughing on the screen.
Because it is kind of funny. Julia
climbs up on a table now to kind of demonstrate what's happening. And Ron is very interested. Ron's kind of like,
do we think Ron has the hots for Julia?
I mean, I don't know. I can't go there.
It's too creepy.
It's too gross.
I don't think he's that creepy.
I don't think he's that creepy. I just think, he sees a hot, beautiful woman doing something. He's like, look at it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still his husband's
husband. Yeah.
Wife.
Feels weird.
It's gross.
So, Betty says her baby boy did try to de-escalate the situation.
Sure.
Jasmine says, I do see you love your wife, but calling her a whore is a very strong word. And everybody looks at Rob.
Mm.
And Josh says, yeah, dude, you need to apologize. Again, Josh with the good take.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd see that. Is this going to be I come around to Josh again?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay.
Don't make me have to hit your snoot with a newspaper. I will do it. I will drive up there.
Brandon's apology. Ready?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I was angry because you were exposing yourself out there. Jasmine pipes up. That is not an apology.
Yep. No, it's not.
Betty says, as Brandon's mother, he is sorry. And Brandon yells, you're not helping, Mom. Wow.
Why are you apologizing for your child?
Wow.
My mother would never do this. As Amanda's mother,
no.
I'm apologizing.
No, my mother would just stand there and like.
My mother would be like, if I was doing something horrifying, she would just stand there and be like, I'm horrified. Like,
my mother would be like, what is this fresh hell you brought me to this tell all? I need to get home. Dateline is on. Right. I need to work on the JonBenet case. What are you pulling me away from it for?
My mom has her imaginary friends who are rehabbing houses in Italy to watch right now. She doesn't have time for this.
No, I think my mom's this close to breaking JonBenet's case open.
Wide open.
She needs to get back to
focus.
So we revisit the kissing of the boyfriend in Russia, and we see the chat on Between the Sheets where Julia insinuated that something more had happened.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon's like, yeah, what happened? And everybody's like, yeah, what happened? Da, da, da. And it's over.
Dun, da, da.
Okay. Next time on, Sophie got a boob job and she showed Rob in the changing room backstage, and Rob wanted to touch them.
Okay. Like you haven't touched fake tits before, Rob.
I know.
Stop it.
Julia and Brandon fight over something that happened 6 years ago still.
Cool.
Darcy and Georgie are here.
When you sent me that screenshot, I was like, boing!
Wow. What is Darcy doing to her face?
It's bad.
It's even worse than
it was. I know.
Like when we saw them on Last Resort, guys, it's worse.
It's worse.
She looks like the Catwoman.
Yeah, she's going to become that. She's really going to become that. And just seeing Georgie makes me uncomfortable. I really dislike this guy.
Do you really?
I do. He really creeps me out.
Okay. Well, he doesn't look very happy.
No.
Darcy and Georgie are there. Darcy looks unrecognizable. Georgie says there are way bigger issues in Florian and Stacy's relationship than Darcy just calling.
Probably.
And then Sean goes, what? Can Stacy trust Florian, Georgie, in your opinion? Georgie's like, I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, stop it.
Dun, dun, dun. That's where we end. That was a quick one.
We're creating drama just to create drama. If we're going to have, again, 5 of these, I'm really glad they're only an hour.
Oh, me too.
When I opened the screener, I was like, if this fucking thing is going to be 10 hours of this shit, I'm going to lose my mind.
No, it wasn't bad.
No, it's entertaining. But Rob, Jesus Christ, dude, go away.
This will be done. It's going to be done April 29th will be our last coverage of it.
Okay.
So beginning in May, new start. Forget it.
New show, who dis?
Yeah, forget this.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. All right. Anything else?
No.
This is a quick one.
This is a quick one, but there's just not a ton.
No, there's not a ton.
No, we need to get more into it.
If you haven't already, please consider supporting the show by joining our bonus content tiers over on Patreon. I'm going to stop pushing Supercast
because it's been such a mess.
It's been such a mess over there.
Yeah.
If you're on Supercast and you want to switch,
it's working,
and you're working, it's fine. If you want to switch to Patreon, go ahead, message me. Maybe I could give you a little code or something, help you out.
Yeah.
But Supercast it's getting real hard to upload episodes there. It's just not good.
They're having a lot of technical issues that they don't seem to be dealing with. So.
Yeah.
And everyone's having them. It's not us.
Yeah. Patreon, Apple subscriptions are your best way to get the content. Also, I wanted to say something else. Oh, when this ends, our coverage of Poly Family is going to begin.
I know. I can't wait.
And I'm real excited about that.
I'm super pumped.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Scoot on over and follow me on Instagram.
Yes, please. We're putting out reels. We're having a lot of fun over there.
Oh, we have some stuff planned for Chicago.
You get your weekly schedule there.
Let me put it this way. Kristen, our social media reels person, who I love so much, has some great ideas. And let me just say, I'll give you a hint. I am bringing my Mary Brown shirt with me, the one that says Karma.
And I'm bringing my Rescue Your Own Damn Self t-shirt.
So there'll be some stuff popping up. So follow us on Instagram so you don't miss it.
There will be shenanigans.
There'll be shenanigans.
Yeah.
And jump in the Backdoor Friends Facebook group, which is a really good place for support.
It is. It is. Okay. It's a wonderful spot.
All right, Amanda, thank you.
Amy, thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.